Hello everybody, this is Shady here, and we are back with part 9 of Final Fantasy VIII. Okay, yeah, so obviously in the last episode, we completed what would have been the end of Disc 1, if you're playing the original version, obviously, where obviously we failed our attempt to assassinate the Sorceress Adia, and now we switched over to Laguna, yeah. And obviously, as we know, that this is a dream sequence, so let's just go down. We're in this strange house. We have no idea what's going on. Ah, who's this? Hello. Well done. Yeah, so obviously, what he was doing there, I'm sure some people know this, but you know, I think it's a thing in like Buddhism and Hinduism where you'll have like a picture of a family member and kind of, you know, as almost like their spirit or something. That may not actually be the case, so probably talking rubbish there, but yeah, I mean, it is a thing anyway. I think Shintoism and Buddhism stuff, they do that where they believe that, you know, there's the soul is still around of a person. Yeah, we got Alone here. Hey, can't talk to her. Yeah, basically, we have to go over here. Yeah, so the town is kind of like overrun with monsters. That's why we're doing what we're doing. So obviously, yeah. Aww. Look who it is! Yeah, so essentially, yeah, you know, when we last saw Laguna, they all basically, you know, fell off the, bloody hell, move! Yeah, they all kind of fell off that cliff, didn't they? And, yeah, they've kind of not met up since then. Yeah, so essentially, you know, Laguna is in this town, Win Hill it's called. We'll be able to visit it later, so don't worry about that. Yeah, so he's been here for about a year, like she just said. Yeah. So basically, they're all just lucky to be alive, essentially. I do love that the plan was basically just like, yeah, let's go to this base. I don't even know what they were looking for. And then they just get run out. Just basically have to jump off a cliff. Oh, yeah, but obviously Laguna's a little impulsive, so you can imagine that, right? Yeah, but obviously we can now ask some questions. Ah. Nice. Ah. That's cool, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, he's lost his voice, basically. Poor guy, eh? Yeah, let's ask about this. Yep. Ooh. Yeah, she didn't think he listened to music. Oh. Oh. Yeah. So, yeah, obviously that's a hint that if you haven't pieced it together, that's obviously Renoa's dad. So yes, that is Renoa's mum. Yeah. Yeah, so one thing I do like the fact that, you know, you kind of just have to piece that together yourself. And the game doesn't explicitly just say the thing. So Yeah, let's talk later. Can't be bothered. Yep. So essentially, can we go up here yet? Yeah. Yeah, so I guess we can't really do anything in this room, can we? Okay, let's go back down. Yeah, so obviously Laguna helps out fighting the monsters, so if I can somehow get out of here, there we go. Let's be... Ah. Let's just see something as well. Why has he not got anything junctioned? Game. I don't know why I did it in that order, but whatever. Yeah, we have random encounters. I could have turned encounters off, but let's do this. Yeah, still got these weak ass enemies. Yeah, obviously these are guys we saw back in Balan. This battle music is just amazing, isn't it? I think it's easy, like, yeah, one of my favorite battle themes in any Final Fantasy game. I may have said it already, but it's called Man in the Machine Gun, so yeah, really cool. But yeah, I always really loved this section of the game. I remember whenever I'd play it, yeah, especially like I really like, you know, it's quite kind of calming after you know, the whole kind of section with the assassination. So yeah, so Win Hill is the name of the town. He just said it there. Yeah, I think it's also this theme tune I really like, so yeah. But yeah, as you can see, our job is to just go around, patrol, take out some monsters. Yeah, I always remember I used to love just like fighting the monsters, and like seeing how many kills I can get. Yeah, by the end of it, they'll just say how many kills you got, so we'll just fast forward. I think it's really, you know. Hey. Alright, we got to draw a point. Very nice. Okay, can we go anywhere? I can't remember. Yeah. Oh my god, her face looks so weird. It's like her eyes look too close together. I guess also it's like, you know, the glasses aren't just like a drawn on thing, they're not like a separate thing, are they? So, but anyway, maybe I'm being a bit cruel. Yeah, essentially we just have to do a little circle around here. And yeah, that's pretty much this section really. But, you know, like I said, it's a really cool, calm moment. Yeah, you know, after the kind of hustle and bustle and all of that of the previous section, which makes a good change. And obviously, because it's like, you know, you're changing discs. You know, you have the cliffhanger of the first one, and then kind of like, you know, it doesn't straight away tell you, so you have to like do this section to kind of keep you guessing a little bit. But overall, I really like the way. Obviously, we've still got a lot more to go, but I really like the way this game balances between, you know, the sections with Squall and Laguna, and how it all culminates, if I can even say the word properly. Yeah, just a great section. Well, just a really cool way to tell the story, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, obviously, as we're playing Final Fantasy, one thing I want to talk about is, you know, I think it was about a week or so ago, but obviously, Final Fantasy 16 finally came to PC, and yeah, unfortunately, it like really friggin' underperformed. I think it sold under 300,000 copies on PC, which is, you know, a bit of a shame, really. You know, I've seen a lot of people talk about different things and trying to say it's for this reason or that reason. I just want to kind of give my own thoughts on it, really. You know, I guess you can see these Let's Plays as kind of a little bit of a podcast, so, you know, yeah, I want to talk about something. Yeah, that's the Patron Complete, and now we just go back, basically. Yeah, yeah, Rain is the name of the lady, and Alone is the little girl. But yeah, basically, you know, we've got some people trying to say, or, well, maybe some of these points, there's some truth behind them, but there's people saying that, you know, there just wasn't any interest in 16. And yeah, you can buy some items here if you want. Yeah, we don't need to. And you know that the you know, it's a sign that the series isn't great and blah blah blah. But you know, and there's other people pointing to the fact that it wasn't day and date on PC. It could be a factor too. Which, you know, I think there's some truth behind that. You know, maybe the sales would have improved if it was. But I mean, the fact of the matter is, I think people just have to accept that, you know, PlayStation is just the home of Final Fantasy. You know, Final Fantasy fans are primarily on PlayStation, and I think if you're a fan of the series, you buy a PlayStation, don't you? Really? I just don't think you know, there's any interest from people who you know, own these other systems to get, or you know, people who pick up these other systems on. Oh my god, what am I even trying to say? Let me construct this sentence properly. The point I'm trying to make is, I just think if you like Final Fantasy, you buy a PlayStation. You know, basically since Final Fantasy VII, not a single one of the games have skipped the platform, have they? So. Yeah, I never go in this place, that's why I'll come here. So yeah, it's no surprise, you know, because what is it, in the first week I think it sold 3 million on PS5, and yeah, to not even do, what, a tenth of that on PC in the same period of time is very worrying. And, you know, I know there's a lot of people, especially, you know, you hear a lot of the Xbox guys say this, where they're annoyed that Final Fantasy is exclusive to PlayStation. Obviously it is just a timed exclusive, but, you know, the fact of the matter is, you know, people on the other platforms don't care for the series, you know, because I really think if you like the series, you just buy a PlayStation, you know, and that's just cold hard facts, unfortunately, you know. You know, I just feel like a lot of people online, they like to just, you know, find things to be upset about and mad about, and like, you know, I'm sure someone was to just hear me say this right now, that there's some people who would just get mad about it for some reason, even though, like, it's just a fact, you know. Like I said, since 7 on the PS1, not a single mainline series game has mainline game in the series has skipped the PlayStation. So, you know, even like 13, which was you know, the first kind of multi-plat game. Simultaneous launch anyway for a Final Fantasy game when it came out on PS3 and 360. Yeah, still sold best on PlayStation, and that was when Microsoft and Xbox was at its absolute peak. So, yeah, sorry, I'm going to go in all the houses. Yeah, there's like nothing to see in any of them though, but yeah, it's still cool. Obviously, when we return later, it'll be better. But yeah, I really think it'll be really interesting to see what happens with 17, though. I think, and what Square Enix are going to do. Are they going to actually go with multiplayer? Like, maybe I think there might be some interest. There might be some truth that maybe some people just weren't interested in 16, maybe. And I'm sure, like, I'm pretty certain that. Yeah, we're just going back now. I think that, 7 Remake, I'm sure, did better on PC than 16 did. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if Square Enix actually bother to make what they do with 17. Is it going to be multi-plat day one? Are they going to stick, are they going to stick with it just being on PlayStation, I think it would be, I think they should maybe actually try making 17 a multi-plat, just to see if it would make a difference in sales. But, and I have no problem with, games being on more platforms. But, I also think if the audience isn't there, then what's the point? That's kind of, to actually make a point now. And that's kind of my real issue with all this when people are complaining about. Because obviously, the point I'm making now is about exclusives, I guess. You hear a lot of people complain about this, but, manufacturers need to sell systems. Exclusive content is how you sell a system, and Final Fantasy is kind of the only big game, or the biggest game, Sony have to attract the Japanese audience as well, so it makes sense why it's exclusive. Yeah, I don't see it returning to Xbox anytime soon, personally. The fact that 7 Remake hasn't even been ported yet, and it's been like how many years now? 4 or 5 years or something since it's come out, I think. I think that just says everything. I think it's been 4 years, isn't it? But yeah, so I just don't see 7 coming out anytime soon. Or what the hell am I saying? I just don't see Final Fantasy, or Square Enix changing their philosophy with that. Obviously, they did recently talk about changing multi-plat, or looking at exclusivity differently now, or not really doing it as much. But and obviously, there's a lot of people online who like to talk about how bad Square Enix are for making games exclusive to PlayStation. A lot of misinformation around this. Like I said, mainly from, like, I think it's a lot of the Xbox guys online, but then you also do hear a lot of these, like, kind of YouTube news with Gojek type guys, who I feel like just a lot of the time don't even know what they're talking about, going on about this stuff. And yeah, I think, Square Enix are more talking about other games, really, and yeah, that's why we saw things like, the Pixel remasters come to Xbox, and Octopath 1 finally come to PlayStation 2, Octopath 2 finally come to Xbox. The Saga games, or whatever it was it, the Mana games come to Xbox as well. But, there's still plenty of Square Enix games that have skipped Xbox that have been released, so. But yeah. It's a weird one with the exclusives, because, obviously it's annoying if you own a particular platform and the game is skipping it. I get that. And obviously it happens a lot on Xbox, so I can understand their frustration. But you also have to remember that when a game is exclusive, there's kind of more hype surrounding it in a way, I think, or there's more eyes on it because it's only on one platform, and the company have to put a bit of, typically, let's say if a game's exclusive on PlayStation, Sony will have the marketing rights and will usually do a bigger push and allow for, more budget for a game, because it's, they're putting money into it. With Final Fantasy 16, for example, I think one of the great things about that game was being exclusive anyway, was that they were able to get it out as soon as they could. They could focus on a single platform, make it the best game it could be. And yeah, obviously then they can focus on porting it later. But you know, to actually make a real point now, I really think it's just going to be interesting to see how Square Enix move forward with the Final Fantasy series, and whether it's just going to be they're going to try to do multiplayer and see if that makes a difference. Which, like I said, I think it probably did make a bit of a difference with the sales. Like, it probably would have been better. I don't think it would have been a lot better, but it would have been better if it was day and date on PC, I think, for the PC route anyway. Because I feel like, there's probably people who picked up a PS5 just to play that game, regardless if they own PC or not. Yep, so we beat 21 monsters. That's what I was saying earlier with beating the monsters, or trying to fight as many as I could to just get a bigger number. You don't get anything for it, but it's just an interesting thing, where they, she can tell you the amount of monsters he's defeated. That was really cool. Or he says it anyway. Anyway, let's go back to Laguna's place. Yeah, I don't even know what point I was trying to make, really. But, yeah, I think it'll just be interesting what happens with 17 whenever that comes out. Obviously, right now they're making part 3 of 7, which is going to be a time exclusive on PlayStation. I didn't notice all the bullet holes, so has Laguna been shooting up in this place or something? Not shooting up. Has he been shooting the wall, is what I meant to say. Should we rest? Yeah, this is really interesting, I think Laguna, for him, this is almost like his own little family. Yeah. So it's quite sweet the way, he's afraid to wake up and not see them again. But yeah. Anyway, we go back to the actual cast again, and yeah, they're actually in the prison that they were talking about Ward working at. Yep. Yeah, everyone knows that. Yeah, we just have to talk to everyone. I like the way he sits down to talk to them. Yeah. I like how it takes him a second to actually figure it out. And then we just have to, sit down again. I think I said this earlier, but yeah, older games had strange event triggers, didn't they? Wait a second. He's finally figured it out. This is the prison. But yeah, anyway, the point I was trying to make earlier with all that rambling I was going on about was, I think I'm just really interested to see if Square are going to decide to make this series multiplayer again. But, in my personal opinion, I don't think it's going to happen because, the reason why 13 and all those games went multiplayer is because of Microsoft pushing for it. I'm sure a lot of people don't know this, but they paid Square a lot of money to develop the port of 13 for the 360. And, it was obviously done at, I think, within less than a year or something. And obviously, yeah, it was, not released in Japan either. It was specifically for the Western audience and everything. And I'm assuming it did, the trilogy did well enough for them to put 15 on Xbox, but obviously, the games obviously didn't do well enough to bother putting it on the platform, ultimately. As we know now, as Microsoft has said, with their new marketing campaign, this is an Xbox where, they're basically just slowly moving out of the console space. yeah, I just find it weird the way they're approaching that as well. Like, just become a fucking third party. Like, you can't. No one's buying an Xbox at this point. No one cares about the platform. Game Pass is basically stagnated and dead at this point. Like, you know, and as we can see from the recent Call of Duty figures, like what 80% of people bought it on PlayStation compared to Xbox. Like, you know, just yeah, come on, just admit Xbox is dead now and just become a third party. You know. Or yeah. Essentially what Xbox are, a third party that just happened to sell hardware. But yeah, I think moving forward they're obviously gonna become yeah, I think yeah, they're just gonna be a full third party, and they'll probably have some sort of niche hardware that they sell. I think the rumors are they're gonna be releasing some sort of Windows type handheld, like a ROG Ally, their version essentially. That will probably, you know, allow you to use Game Pass. Probably have a specific Xbox mode built into it, kind of thing. You know, similar, basically like their version of a Steam Deck, essentially. Which I think is a good move for Microsoft. Makes sense. People also saying that, you know, the next console they make is basically just going to be a pre-built PC as well. If they do, who knows? It's going to be like, you know, this is our kind of base hardware, and then other people make their own version of it, essentially. I could see that happening, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you know, I think they're basically out of the console space now, aren't they? But yeah, I just really hope we actually get someone else entering it, though. You know, and it's never going to happen, but I'd love it if, like, Sega came back or something, or like the Dreamcast 2 or something. It's not going to happen, though. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine maybe one of the Chinese companies doing it. They got a lot of money over there. Yeah, I don't know about the American companies. I just think they're not very good in the console space, are they? Even though, you know, I mean, who could it be? I mean, Google basically failed with Stadia. Like, it's so weird. If they would have just waited, they could have probably gone into the console market now. You know, they could have released the next gen system early or something. Yeah, I mean, it's just so tough. You know, the fact that Microsoft have as much money as they did and failed so colossally. Yeah, it's going to make it difficult for anyone else to want to compete with Sony or Nintendo. You know, there's a lot of people saying that, yeah, Sony are going to charge so much for a console, blah, blah, moving forward, if there's no competition, but that's not the case. They still want people to buy the console. You know, they're not going to release £1,000 console for the PS6. That's just not going to happen. You know, I reckon it'll be maybe £500-600 for the PS6 at most, maybe. And yeah, you know, that's just where we are now. But yeah, I think I would really love to see someone else get into the console space. You know, it'd be awesome. You know, I just go back to the PS3 360 days. You know, when Sony and Microsoft were both at it. Microsoft actually bothered and cared. It was awesome, man. That was, I think that was in my opinion, the last like truly great console generation, because, like I said, you know, Microsoft was so aggressive and really wanted to go after Sony, and like, you know, make an effort with the console space. They released it early. They released it at a much lower price. They pursued third parties. They even tried to, like, were crazy enough to try to get into the Japanese market. It was just a great time in gaming, because that Sony had to respond, and they made some of their most unique and interesting exclusive games. Like, you know, nowadays Sony are pretty well, with the exception of, I guess, Astro Bot recently, they're pretty safe with their first party stuff, aren't they? It's like things like Horizon and God of War, Spider-Man, all that, you know. I mean, they still did Returnal this gen, which was cool, but during the PS3 days, it was just like, just throw anything to the wall, see what sticks. You know, they had things like Mag, which was essentially like one of the first kind of battle royale type games. You know, they had the Resistance trilogy, they had the Killzone games. You know, they had things like the White Knight Chronicle games, which were like JRPGs. Folklore was another one they did, which was amazing. You know, what was it called? Lair, which was that weird dragon game that used the 6-axis. And yeah, just like tons of great games. God of War, obviously. Yeah, it was just a great time to be a gamer. And then Xbox had so many great games as well, and awesome exclusives. You know, one of my favorite games of all time, Lost Odyssey, was an Xbox 360 exclusive. Basically their version of Final Fantasy. It was so cool. And yeah, I think that's going to be lost. I mean, we're kind of already seeing that, really. You know, where, you know, in my opinion, it feels like this gen, even though I think it's good, I like the PS5 a lot. I even like the Series X as well. Like, its backwards compatibility is awesome, and, you know, I do like Game Pass. I think it's a cool little service. But yeah, you know, just feels like Sony are going by the numbers, and they're just in their lane, and people are going to buy a PlayStation. That's it. They still make great games, but, you know, they don't have to try as hard now. And obviously, yeah, Nintendo just do their own thing, and yeah, as long as they have so many franchises that could just sell a console on its own, you know, that's the strength of Nintendo, you know. They will go from, you know, they can just release a Pokemon game, an Animal Crossing, Mario Kart, you know, Zelda, so many different franchises that people just buy a console for. Like, there is no one like Nintendo where I can't think for any other console manufacturer that has so many, you know, must-own games, like you know, like a one game for a console, if that even makes sense. Or, you know what I mean, like, the amount of people who just bought a Switch for Animal Crossing and that's it is insane, or just Pokemon and that's it, you know, or just Mario Kart, you know. Or I guess what I'm trying to say is systems sellers. But yeah, anyway, now to the story. We're obviously trying to break out, and yeah, Zell's finally plucked up the courage to take this guy out, because he realised that he could just use his fists and he doesn't need a weapon. And obviously that little dude there was the Moomba. Yeah, you can see about him later. Obviously, yeah, we got the whole Squall is dead theory thing. Let's go into a little bit of that right now. Obviously the theory is that, like, at this point the rest of the story is now just Squall slowly dying or something, and they point to the Moombas as one of the things, but you can actually find out about them in the first game, or the first disc, sorry. I think there's something about them in the desk or something, if you look through his desk, Squall's desk at the start of the game, or something like that. Yeah, she's able to heal him. But yeah, I really like this bit where you kind of switch back and forth, and yeah, he's trying to interrogate Squall now, but Squall's a seed, so he's been through, yeah, he's able to resist interrogation, I guess. Even though I think he's only 17, or did they like make him do like torture training or something? Talking about that, I remember hearing that apparently, because Jim Carrey, when he's in The Grudge, obviously, because it's like close to Christmas time now, over here when I'm recording this, apparently because he had to, I think it took like 5 hours or something to get into the makeup. He did like torture training to endure how long it takes to put on the makeup, which is just a weird thing. But I guess it makes sense. Like, I think we don't, like, it's such a hard thing to actually kind of comprehend, isn't it, when, like, in some of these movies, when the amount of time you have to sit there for them to apply this makeup, and it's like every day they're putting it on and then taking it off throughout filming. Like, that is crazy, isn't it? Yeah, the craziest one to me though was, I think, in the Batman, where Barry Keoghan, who plays the Joker in it, they basically I think it was 4 hours of makeup or something like that to get him into the Joker costume, or, you know, to give him that face with the scars and everything. And you don't even see his face in the movie. They cut the scene where you kind of see his face. you just see him in silhouette, which is just so funny. But yeah, this guy's really enjoying it. Yeah, this is really funny. Whoa. Yeah, there's meant to be a lever there. Imagine there's a lever. Come on, man. That's a lot. Yeah, I've heard of one type of, like, electric torture, or, you know, like electricity torture. Apparently they tie you to like a metal bed frame and then put the things on the bed itself, and like basically the electricity goes through your whole body because you're on the bed frame. La Paralela or something, I think it's called, something they used to do in South America or something. We'll probably do it in like every country, really, don't they? sure all these countries do, you know, this crazy torturing. But yeah, anyway, I should probably not talk about that. Been going on some weird tangents, haven't I? But yeah, so we are finding an escape. Yeah, she's got a sixth sense of humor. Or maybe she's not joking. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, so we are going to escape. Yeah, we're going to cut out the battles there, so... Yeah, better work. What? Yeah, he doesn't believe it. Very nice. You one-shot him. Critical hit. Let's get out of here, dude. Yeah, so we basically have to find whoever has our weapons, and there they are right there. Whoa, so cool. Where'd they pull them out from? Were they there the whole time? Anyway, let's take care of them. Please tell me he has stuff equipped. Oh, I don't think he does. Oh, whatever. Fast forward. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, I hate the way the game just like takes off all your junctions and stuff. Actually, I don't remember if he has any stuff on him. Alright. Yeah, they're having a good chuckle between themselves. Laguna? Yeah. So these lot are helping him out. Yeah, I wonder why they think he's Laguna. No idea. But yeah, we now have our weapons. I like this where they just go big for some reason. Imagine actually getting hit by that nunchuck. Let's do this. Okay, there we go. I think that's everyone, isn't it? Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, she got no, how come she's got no magic? Oh, Renault's gone, that's why, okay. Jump. Oh, this is long, isn't it? Oh my god. Okay. All right. Yeah, we have to basically, yeah, let's take this guy out. Yeah, look who it is. Oh my god. Biggs and Duedge, or whatever you call him. I think that's what they call him in, like, is it Final Fantasy 12 or something? I can't remember. I mean, you get to see these two dudes, these Arcadius soldiers in Final Fantasy 12 who was scared of a chocobo. See you lot. Okay, let's do this. These guys aren't too bad, don't worry. Oh, brothers are dead. I didn't realise that. Yeah, I think it was in the Idea fight, wasn't it? Actually, they died. I completely forgot about that. Okay. Die. Yeah, I'll show you Carbon Corp, actually. Basically it does like water reflect or something? Or, well, pits reflect on you. So yeah, so magic will just reflect off you essentially. But, yeah, kind of useless in most cases, to be fair. But yeah, it's there if you want it. There we go. And he's down. Very nice. Yeah, as you can tell, we're gonna see them a few times during the game. We'll quickly. Who was that? One of the GFs. That's one, was it? Siren. Yeah, we'll get. Yeah, obviously we can learn like encounter half and encounter none, but yeah, obviously they're pointless learning it in this version. But yeah, we're gonna do the HP thing next. Oh yeah, he's not. Oh, I just remembered you can't learn it because he's dead. Do we have a? Yeah. There we go. He's back to life now. There we go. But yeah, we now. Yeah, so obviously they're just pretending to be down, I guess. Yeah, we have to actually go up now. Oh no! Anyway, we have to run up this way. I think it is. No. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Yeah, this is one thing I don't like. Yeah, obviously, you just have like random encounters if you don't have the. Oh my freaking god, I hate this so much. Yeah, you'll just have random encounters on if you don't do thingy, and then yeah, you can't go around. Then you have to actually like physically go around. Yeah, you can actually go into some of these cells as well and speak to some people. So, if you're interested. Okay, continue on. Yeah, so essentially that's someone you can play at Triple Triad, and you can get some decent cards from them. Or I think you can get like the particular item. I think you can get a Rosetta Stone from them, which is one of the better items in the game. I think it allows you to have ability ×4, from what I remember. You can only get like 3 of them in the game or something, from what I remember. Yeah, it's quite difficult. Anyway, we can go in there now. Let's go. But yeah, we have Squall now. What's up, dude? Yeah, obviously, try and do this section without encounter none. It's really long. I remember, I believe it was in my first playthrough. I never had it, so. Okay, let's quickly go to. Oh my god, I can't even menu properly. Yep. We'll give him his stuff back. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. Ooh. Yeah, exactly. Don't jump down there. Obviously it's Zell. I like how he literally says he knows how to operate it. Anyway. Ah. Okay. Press the left button. Yep. Check it out. Oh no. Had to be sand. Oh no. Let's do this. Run! Oh no, I forgot. Yeah, they keep coming after you basically, so you just have to keep running. Nice. Calm down, mate. No. Don't know who's firing at us. Thankfully, we have someone who can also use a gun. Yes, Irvine is here. Yeah, so this probably doesn't make any sense, obviously, but yeah, obviously, Renault wasn't going to get arrested because her dad is the general, and Irvine is a student for Galbadia, so he didn't get arrested either. So yeah, so she made sure to come to save her man, so yeah. What a terrible guy. I just love how everyone wanted to be like the cool guy helping him. It will take. There we go. Yeah, so we basically just have to run up now. So yeah, pretty straightforward really. Yeah, anyway. Run. Can you think of anything more fun than this? I mean, I wish they put 100 floors in here. You know? Obviously, yeah. Yeah, there's... Oh my god. Yeah, I need to do the seed test and show you guys that in a bit. Sophie's just sat there like, you know, nothing. Yeah, now we have to do the same thing again. Oh, I have to go down, sorry. And we finally have a save point, so I'm going to call it for this episode. And obviously in the next one, we will continue on and finally escape the prison. So yeah, thanks for watching as always guys, and I will catch you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.